How much water we will have for the future will depend on what we do to conserve water today. We can't make it rain more, but we can more efficiently manage the water we get from the hydrologic cycle and water in our aquifers. We may have enough water for people to drink, but will we have enough to sprinkle on our lawns, wash our cars, irrigate our crops, or remain in our streams to support aquatic habitats and flow into our bays and estuaries? Our primary users of water are our farmers and ranchers who grow our food, our workers in businesses and industries who make and sell our products, and then all of us who live in cities and towns and use water for drinking, washing, and watering our lawns, gardens, and parks. Improved irrigation methods and agricultural practices have already reduced the water needed for many of our farmers and ranchers. Conservation measures and fixing leaking municipal water lines has helped some cities, such as San Antonio, to reduce their water demand considerably. But with an increasing population needing jobs and places to live, demand for more water and more food and industry, and as people come into our state, the needs will continue to grow. The human population in Texas is expected to almost double from 25 million in the year 2010 to over 46 million by the year 2060. All these new people will need places to live, more roads, more industry, where to work, more parking lots. And that means more people drinking water, bathing, and using water in their businesses. Demand for water in cities will grow. Without wise use of water and responsible conservation practices, Texas will have increased non-point source pollution, less groundwater recharge, more erosion, reduced environmental flows for aquatic ecosystems, and less freshwater inflow to estuaries, which will reduce production of seafood. More growth could also mean loss of wetlands, riparian areas, and loss of stream buffers, which would reduce the environment's natural ability to absorb floodwaters and to filter contaminants before they flow into our waterways. Do you believe that everyone deserves a sustainable and adequate supply of clean, safe water for our homes, farms, and industries? Do you believe fish, wildlife, and other aquatic life need an adequate supply of clean water too? If so, you can help ensure this happens in Texas. Here, a student volunteers to help with a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle release by the National Park Service on Padre Island. There are many ways that you can help make a difference as a student and as an adult. You may be able to think of other ways to help where you live. Learn where your drinking water comes from and tell others about it. You can become a volunteer water quality monitor through the Texas Stream Team, or have your entire class monitor water quality. You can learn about water conservation measures that you can take and ways that you can help reduce pollution where you live. You can help rescue stranded marine mammals, for example, by volunteering through the Texas Marine Mammal Stranding Network. You can join a conservation organization too, one that has a mission of conserving water resources or aquatic species. There are many to choose from. Many of these have been formed to protect local water resources such as a particular stream or river. There are many watershed associations. You can help restore an oyster reef by recycling shucked oyster shells. You can buy a federal duck stamp because money from the sale of duck stamps is used to protect and restore wetlands important to water birds. You can even volunteer to pick up trash from the beach or from around your local lake or stream, for example, by volunteering through the Texas Adopt a Beach program. You can also become an activist or active in the public debate on water and aquatic ecosystem conservation. You can do this by attending and commenting at public hearings. One other thing you can do is buy a fishing license and go fishing. And even if you don't go fishing, funds from licenses are used to manage the state's aquatic resources. Texans have shown an ability to wisely manage water use. And there are many examples in our cities, our private lands, and our agricultural fields and ranches of how to do so. But we've waited too long in many instances. Of 281 springs that were identified as historically significant, more than 63 of those have stopped flowing since the 1800s. We've lost over half of our wetlands. Over 25% of our native freshwater fish species are considered at risk, and we're in the top 5 states for number of endangered aquatic species. Texans will need to commit to more intensive water conservation and pollution prevention practices to reach a sustainable water goal that also protects aquatic ecosystems. It'll take an understanding of water, watersheds, and life in Texas's many aquatic environments. It'll obligate us to reserve water for species and habitats all the way from our headwaters to ocean. It will require the combined efforts of our leaders in business and industry, of agriculture, our elected officials, our teachers, and you.